One of the ways that I think carnivore and keto, or generally just a diet away from processed sugars and carbohydrates, is so good for you is just the notion that food should be healing, it should be medicinal, it should be fuel for the body. And I'll probably get into a longer discussion of this, but just for today, excuse me, I would like to just talk to you a little bit about how it effectively helped my skin a little bit. And we don't need to go too long into this. Now, to be clear, I'm not a skin regimen. I'm a guy. I'm not a skin regimen person at all. So I'm not. I'm not giving you folks like that. This is the definitive, authoritative guide to getting your skin better. But again, just think about it. You're just not eating a lot of super unhealthy foods, particularly, and I don't do this, particularly if you do the whole grass-fed beef type deal. If you are eating on a relatively clean carnivore and even keto diet, there's just less things that you're putting into your body so that you are just not putting anything that's more poisonous than it needs to be into your body. So, for example, like for me right now, even after just kind of cleaning up about 6 days or so, my skin on my face, I'm not breaking out anymore. And before, when I would eat normally, I wouldn't break out a bunch, but I could definitely tell if I could feel that there was a pimple here, or there was a bit of sort of a swelling here due to the fact that one of my pores got clogged. And some of you may be thinking, well, you're eating fattier cuts of meat, you're generally increasing your fat intake. Isn't that the stuff that actually makes pimples happen? And I don't have a definitive scientific answer for that. But I would say this, and it's just simply it's not a scientific answer, but it's definitely a sort of intuitive answer. We weren't really meant to process so much sugar into our body. And just if you think about the amount of sugar and carbohydrates that the standard American diet gives you, it's just doing things to your body that evolutionarily it was never meant to do. But when you're eating fats, you're eating meats, that's the stuff our body is made of. And so because it's the stuff that our body is made of, it learns how to use it in ways that are native to our body, because those are the things that our bodies are made of. Think about it. When we ingest sugar, our body doesn't store the sugar, right? It rapidly transforms that sugar into fat so that it can be stored. But the irony is that when you're using things like when you're ingesting things like fat into your body, it's using it more naturally. So the natural progression is that it's just more able to integrate something that is native to your body from a chemical perspective than something like sugar is. Or at least at the scale for which the standard American diet has us ingest those things. It's just not native to how it's one thing if you eat an orange, and I'm not against that if that's kind of where you're at, but nobody was ever evolutionary intended to ingest the amount of sugar that it does. And so that if it has the side effects that it does, it's just because our body wasn't meant to handle it. And so all those breakouts from a skin perspective, that's probably the reason why we're breaking out. Studies have shown, from what I understand, that keto and carnivore diets help prevent acne from happening, just because all those extra toxins that are getting into your body, number one, through carbs, and number two, through all those other processed things that are in those foods, that's what's causing those breakouts. And so when I got onto keto, even over the last 6 days, my skin it feels a lot better, and among other things, but just want to talk specifically about skin. So if you're looking to improve your skin regimen, try keto and carnivore, but you got to stick with it for a few days. It's not like your body can clean itself out really quickly. Too much of how we understand the body and how much we understand fitness and nutrition is about, let's get this stuff done really quickly and let's see if there's a quick fix. There's no quick fix to detoxification. You're just going to have to stick with it. And so, yeah, so that's what this video is about. I would encourage you, if you seem to be having skin problems, your diet matters. But it matters because the type of food that you're putting into your body will affect the way your skin reacts. And we'll probably have a longer thing on this. Till next time, remember that food can be medicine and it can be fuel for your body if you let it. We'll see you on the next one.